Aloha! Welcome back to Star Salvage. My name is Tiki C. Today I would like to modify 5 more ships for use in the Star Salvage scenario. We're going to do 1 hover vessel, 2 small vessels, and 2 capital vessels today. So I did a search on the Steam Workshop for the most popular ships of all time, and I found some work on today. So here we are in creative mode, and our ships to modify for today are the HLN Bumblebee by Ehlnar, the Hawk CX-10 by Momo, the A20 Mark II by Vexray, the PMW-CV-Konev class by Pair 78, and the Argent Survival CV by Slugg. Links to all of these blueprints can be found in the video description. A special thank you goes out to KnowItAllDM for the Star Salvage scenario. Whenever we find a ship in Star Salvage, they should look broken and dirty, damaged, with missing parts and blocks. I have to modify these ships to fit into the salvage theme of the game. I'll do a time-lapse video transforming all of the ships, and then share lessons learned and celebrate. Here we go! Okay, all done with this one. I just have to remove the core and name it accordingly. This one had a lot of RCS and a lot of thrusters. Even after cutting most of the thrusters out, there's still a lot in here for the player to get. I did a bunch of damage randomly. I replaced some of the blocks with damage blocks, did some truss. I did not replace all of the engines with truss cylinders because there's so many engines. I like the little front chunk here that's taken out. I painted some dirt on the inside to give it that appearance of being here forever. Sliced the chunk on the side. Removed the turrets and half the weapons. So yeah, well, this thing also had 4 mobile constructors in it, so that was too much. I had to cut them down, just 1. Otherwise, I think this one is good to go. So I'm going to save this one, and we're going to move on to the Hawk.
Shake it like you mean it, baby. Come on and dance with it. Come on. Shake it like you mean it, baby. Come on and dance with it.
And we're back. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This was fun to convert. I know I say that all the time, but it's true. All of it. Anyways, this one I had to remove the warp drive, and I made this huge hole. It's a lot of fun to make and figure out, you know, the different combinations of blocks. The core, I got to remove that before I save it. Removed half of the weapons, kept the Pentaxa tank. Feeling generous today. Remove lots of the thrusters. Oh, I have to do the thruster hints in this one. Forgot to do that. I'll have to do that. Yeah, so random damage, random replacement of destroyed blocks. Tried to keep the author's color scheme and texture scheme intact. Did have a problem right here with the textures. This texture was on this layer, but with this destroyed block had the texture upside down, and it was triggering my OCD. So I just had to paint it over with a flat white. Otherwise, I think this is ready to save. So I'm going to save that, and we're going to move on to the next one. All right, another fun one to convert. I was really looking forward to these thin wings and doing damaged thin block replacements on there. I think that turned out really good. Just someone take a huge bite out of that. And I also challenged myself by keeping the A on there, but bending the metal. First time I've used these little knobby blocks, whatever they're called. What are they called? Fence stop destroyeds. Okay, I'll call them by their appropriate name. So I pretended that the attack came from this direction, which took out a huge chunk of the ship and the wing. Painted dirt in the cockpit, shot up the windows, removed the one passenger seat, but still got one over there. Yeah, removed half the weapons, half of the thrusters. Did some fake guns there to show that you can have 4 on each side. I took out the mobile constructor because it's an old object that needed to be removed. That's fine. What is in here? I didn't look. Oh, it's the O2 station. Oh, that's a good idea. And yeah, so I like this build. This was fun. It's fun to convert. So I'm going to remove the core and save this one. And next, we'll jump to this one, this Argent Survival. Okay, this one's done. That was the longest transition I've ever done, so thank you for sticking with me for 6 minutes and 10 seconds there. Hopefully that music helped. So this was a real challenge for me. I tried to push myself a little bit harder and do a little bit of a better job. Yeah, excuse me. So one hole in the front here for a bunch of damaged blocks. Another hole in the side by the garden. Again, damaged blocks and dirt on there. And a third hole going down to where the generator was. All of the thrusters have been replaced with truss thrusters. And warp drive is gone with the truss warp drive to replace it. Removed one of the advanced constructors. Put some truss blocks in this hole in the bottom. Threw some rockets around inside just to damage everything a little bit. So this is done. Removed all the turrets. Chipped away at it. So yeah, this one is ready for star salvage. Okay, I'm going to save this one, and we're going to move on to the last one, the frigate. And we're done with the frigate. Another challenge for me. So I removed the warp drive, all the turrets, and half of the thrusters and replaced them with truss as needed. Did some replacement damage blocks. Did damage all over the ship. I created a couple holes. I liked this one that goes straight through. I had to cut away there was a lot of thrusters in the back, so I just basically took an entire chunk out and pretended that they got attacked, or just salvaged, if you will, this entire chunk in the back. Did a bunch of damage inside randomly. I did not damage this room, so I'm going to run around and shoot this up a little bit. Let's see what else. I like this round door on the side. That's neat. And the bridge, I did not shoot up the bridge, so I missed that, so I gotta grab that too. So I'll remove the core and I'll save this, and it will be ready to go. Alright, so we finished 5 more today, and total we have done 20 ships for Star Salvage. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again next time. Have a great day.